All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Haha. Okay, so today we are going to be diving into this confidence challenge course, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of these self-help materials can feel a little salesy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this one, I gotta say, I was actually really impressed.
Really?
Yeah, it's not all just like fluffy, feel-good stuff.
Right.
It's actually, I think there are some really solid nuggets of wisdom here.
Interesting.
It's all about it's about confidence, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's about unlocking your potential, right?
Oh, okay.
Like not just in your career, but also, in your personal life, like with your relationships and everything. Like even, getting up the nerve to ask that barista out that you've been crushing on,
Sure.
like that kind of stuff.
It's interesting how this course frames confidence. It's not just this kind of fluffy feel-good concept. It's they present it as the bedrock
Right.
of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Your relationships, your career, even just how you handle those daily annoyances.
Totally. And they really drive that home with some pretty vivid language.
Yeah.
They talk about, feeling held back
Oh yeah.
or playing small.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ouch,
Yeah.
that kind of that hits close to home for a lot of us, I think, don't you think?
I think so, yeah, definitely. But the cool thing is, it doesn't just leave you there wallowing in that feeling.
Right.
It actually jumps into how to break free from those feelings.
Nice.
And what I really liked, is they emphasize the neuroscience of it too.
Oh, interesting.
How we can actually rewire our brains.
Really?
To think and act more confidently.
Wow.
So it's not just about positive thinking. It's understanding the science behind how our thoughts and actions actually shape our neural pathways.
Okay, brain rewiring. That sounds kind of intense.
Yeah, right.
But I guess it does make sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's if you walk, the same path in the woods every day, it's going to become well worn, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you start venturing off and creating these new trails, the whole landscape changes. So they're saying we can change the landscape of our brains to be more confident.
Exactly. And they kind of tie this into, the course creator's personal journey too.
Oh, come on.
He's got this kind of compelling, zero to hero story. He went from high school dropout
Really?
to building this multi-million-dollar business.
Get out of here.
No, I know those narratives can get a little cliche, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think his focus on, turning his mess into a message, that adds a different dimension to it.
Okay, yeah.
It's not just about, bragging rights.
Right.
It's about using those past struggles to empower yourself and others.
See, I love that because, everyone loves a good comeback story, right?
Yeah.
But this is, more than just entertainment. It's
Yeah.
it's proof that we can all learn and grow from our experiences, even the really messy ones.
Absolutely. And that idea of resilience
Yeah.
and, learning from challenges, that leads right into their 5-step method for building confidence.
Okay, let's hear it.
Right.
5 steps to conquer the world.
Yeah. Or at least,
Or at least conquer our own self-doubt.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, so the first step focuses on understanding where your confidence or lack of it comes from.
Yeah.
They call it the portal to power process.
Hmm.
And it's all about identifying those key moments in your past that might have, chipped away at your self-belief.
Okay.
It's kind of
like an emotional archaeological dig.
yeah, like an archaeological dig to uncover these buried confidence landmines.
Whoa, I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So step 1 is all about excavating the past, understanding those roots.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, what comes next? Do we get to blow up the landmines?
Metaphorically speaking, yes.
Okay, good.
So step 2 is the new picture process.
Okay.
And it's all about reframing those old stories.
So instead of letting those negative experiences define us,
Right.
we're learning to see them through a new lens
Exactly.
and maybe even find those hidden lessons,
Uh-huh.
or silver linings even.
Exactly.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff, yeah. And they even provide a really practical tool in step 3
Okay.
to solidify this new perspective.
Yep.
They call it your new mission statement, turning your mess into a message.
Okay.
You literally craft a personal mission statement
Oh, wow.
based on how those past experiences have shaped you.
Now that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's taking ownership of your story and turning it into fuel for growth.
Exactly.
I like it. So we've got steps 1, 2, 3 down. What's next on this confidence building ladder?
Right. So steps 4 and 5 are really where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
Step 4, they call it anchor your newfound confidence. Never go back to the old you again.
Oh, wow.
And it's all about making those mental shifts like really stick,
Yeah.
They suggest techniques like visualization,
Okay.
daily affirmations, just like building those confidence muscles so you don't slip back into those old habits.
So it's like having a personal trainer
Yeah,
for your mind, right?
Yeah, just get
Keeping you accountable,
Yeah.
making sure you're staying consistent with your confidence workouts.
exactly. And then step 5, that's all about action.
Okay.
They call it turn your confidence into action. And this is where you start applying your newfound confidence to different areas of your life.
Right.
Work, relationships, even just like those everyday interactions.
So it's about walking the walk,
Right.
not just talking the talk.
Exactly.
Okay, you've done the inner work. You've reframed your story. Now it's time to go out there and shine.
Right. And this is where the real magic happens.
Okay.
Because as you start acting more confidently, you get this positive feedback from the world around you,
Oh, interesting.
which reinforces those new neural pathways.
I see.
It's like a positive feedback loop where confidence breeds more confidence.
Whoa. So it's like the more we act confident,
Yeah.
the more confident we become.
Exactly.
That's pretty empowering.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get real for a second. Why does all this confidence stuff actually matter? Like, yeah, it's great to feel good about ourselves,
Yeah.
but is there more to it than that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Confidence isn't just about feeling good.
Right.
It's about unlocking your full potential.
Okay.
Think about it when you're confident.
Yeah.
You're more likely to take risks, pursue your goals, speak up for yourself, and connect with others authentically.
And wouldn't that translate to pretty much every area of life?
Totally.
I mean, in the workplace,
Yeah.
confidence can help you negotiate a raise, lead a team, or pitch that killer idea.
Sure.
And then in relationships, it helps you communicate effectively,
Right.
set boundaries, build deeper connections.
Yeah.
Even just like navigating daily life,
Uh-huh.
like ordering food without second guessing yourself
Right.
or asking for help when you need it. It just becomes easier.
Exactly. Confidence gives you this inner strength to face challenges, bounce back from setbacks, and keep moving forward.
It's like having this invisible armor
Yeah.
that protects you from self-doubt, allows you to step into your power.
And you know what's really cool?
What?
Confidence is contagious.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you see someone exuding confidence,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of makes you feel more confident too, doesn't it? It's like this ripple effect
Yeah.
that can uplift everyone around you.
I love that.
Totally.
Think about like a leader who inspires their team with their confidence, or a parent who instills that sense of self-belief in their kid.
Exactly.
Confidence can literally change the world,
Yeah.
one interaction at a time.
One interaction at a time.
Okay, so confidence is the secret sauce
Yeah.
to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Personal growth, career success, strong relationships, maybe even world peace. I'm starting to think this confidence challenge course is really onto something.
Well, and they don't just drop you off at the starting line
Right.
with a pep talk.
Yeah.
They offer a ton of bonus material,
Oh, really?
like business plan templates,
Okay.
marketing guides,
Wow.
even like daily confidence mantras.
I get that some people might find that a bit much.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Having that extra layer of support and resources can be super helpful, especially when you're trying to make lasting changes.
Yeah.
It's like having a coach in your corner cheering you on and keeping you accountable.
Right.
But before we go full-on cheerleader ourselves,
Okay.
I'm going to kind of switch gears for a second.
Right.
The course focuses a lot on building confidence from within,
Yeah.
which is super important.
Right.
But what about those external factors that can mess with our confidence? Like a toxic work environment
Sure.
or constant negative feedback from somebody in our lives.
Yeah. That's such a crucial point.
Right.
Like we don't exist in a vacuum, right?
Yeah.
our environment,
Mhm.
and the people we surround ourselves with have a huge impact on our confidence levels.
For sure.
If you're constantly being pulled down or criticized,
Yeah.
it's going to be tough to maintain that strong sense of self-belief.
It's like trying to grow a delicate flower
Yeah,
in a hurricane.
right.
You need the right conditions for it to thrive.
exactly.
So part of building confidence
Yeah.
is also about being mindful of our environment
Yeah.
and our relationships.
hmm
Are they nourishing our confidence or are they draining it?
Yeah, and I think this is where that whole turning your mess into a message thing comes full circle.
Oh, interesting.
Because when you're confident in yourself,
Yeah.
you're better equipped to handle those external challenges.
Right.
You can set boundaries, walk away from toxic situations,
Yeah.
surround yourself with people who lift you up.
So it's this beautiful dance
Yeah.
between internal work and external awareness.
Yeah.
You build that inner strength and resilience,
Right.
and then you use that strength to navigate the world
Mm.
and create a life that supports your growth.
Beautifully said.
It's like a two-way street
Yeah.
where internal confidence empowers you to shape your external reality, which in turn further strengthens your confidence.
Exactly.
I'm loving this conversation.
Me too.
We've covered so much ground. The neuroscience of confidence, the power of reframing our stories, the importance of taking action, even the impact of our environment.
Yeah.
My confidence is definitely getting a boost just talking about all this.
Right.
But before we get too carried away, I want to remind our listeners that if they're interested in exploring this Confidence Challenge course
Yeah.
and all those juicy bonuses we mentioned,
Mhm.
we'll share a link at the end of this deep dive.
Okay.
It's definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a practical and inspiring guide to unlocking your full potential.
Definitely.
And speaking of unlocking potential, let's shift gears for a moment and explore another fascinating aspect of confidence,
Okay.
the role it plays in creativity and innovation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have a feeling this could get really interesting.
Yeah, when we think about confidence, we often associate it with, like, public speaking or like leadership roles. But it plays a huge role in, like, creative fields, too.
Right?
Think about, like, artists, musicians, writers,
Yeah.
constantly putting their work out there,
Right.
facing potential criticism, rejection,
Yeah.
that takes a ton of confidence.
It's like you're not just sharing a piece of work, you're sharing a piece of yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that can feel like super vulnerable.
Absolutely. And confidence isn't about never feeling fear or doubt. It's about having the courage to create and share your work,
Right.
even when those feelings are present.
Okay.
It's about trusting your vision
Yeah.
and your voice, even if it's, like, different
Right.
or unconventional.
So confidence gives you the guts
Yeah.
to put yourself out there, even if you're not sure how it'll be received.
Exactly.
But it also goes like beyond that initial leap of faith, right? I imagine confidence plays a role in the creative process itself.
Absolutely. When you're confident, you're more likely to experiment,
Okay.
take risks, think outside the box.
Yeah.
You're not as afraid to, like, try new things or to fail because you know that failure is just a stepping stone
Right.
to growth and learning.
So confidence is like the fuel
Yeah.
that powers that creative engine, allowing you to push boundaries, come up with new ideas.
Exactly. And it also helps you persevere, when you hit those inevitable roadblocks.
Right.
Creativity can be messy,
Yeah.
frustrating,
Yeah.
and it takes confidence to keep going when things get tough.
It's like confidence gives you that inner resilience
Yeah.
to keep iterating, keep refining, keep believing in your vision, even when you're facing challenges.
Right. It's about trusting the process,
Yeah.
and knowing that even if you don't have all the answers right now, you'll figure it out along the way.
Yeah.
And that kind of confidence, can lead to some, like, truly groundbreaking work.
Okay, I'm sold. Confidence is officially the superpower that we all need.
Yeah.
Whether we're trying to land a dream job, write a novel, or just navigate life with a little more grace and ease.
Couldn't agree more. And it's a superpower we can all cultivate with the right tools and mindset.
Well said. And speaking of tools, remember that Confidence Challenge course we mentioned?
Oh, yeah.
If you're feeling inspired to level up your confidence game, you can check it out at http://tiny.cc confidence99.
Easy to remember.
It's packed with practical tips, strategies, and even those bonus resources that we talked about.
Definitely. And hey, even if you don't enroll in the course, remember that confidence is a journey, not a destination.
I like that.
You know, start by taking small steps, celebrating your wins, and just like being kind to yourself along the way.
Beautifully said. On that note, it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive. But before we go, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. What's one small action you can take today to boost your confidence? Maybe it's striking up a conversation with someone new, wearing that outfit that makes you feel amazing, or simply acknowledging your accomplishments. Remember, even the smallest steps can create big ripples.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep shining bright.